Hi, this is Lee from the Bar Exam Toolbox and the Law School Toolbox. Welcome back. 'Tis the season for bar results. So in today's podcast, we're sharing common questions we receive from bar takers seeking advice about studying again. Something else that we talk to folks about when we talk about evaluating what happened on the bar exam is people come to us and ask, should I request my answers from the past exam if your jurisdiction allows it? Not all jurisdictions allow it. Some send them to you no matter what. California does that. They're just like, here, you're welcome. You can have test.
Yeah, and I often ask people if they've looked at them, and the answer is usually, not yet.
No, not yet. Yeah, exactly. But some jurisdictions charge a fee. I mean, it can be a nominal fee, but it's still an annoying fee considering how much money that you've already invested in this test. But I mean, seeing your writing is so crucial for evaluating what went wrong, even if it's a little bit painful to do.
Yeah, definitely. And, people who work with us for like a tutoring option, that's one of the first things we do because we want to see, what did you do on exam day? And I find often people are really surprised. They thought they were writing a great essay, and then they look at it and they realize like, oh, wow, that really wasn't what in my head was coming out, and that's important information to have, that have an idea of what you're doing and it's not matching the reality. Okay, well, that's step one, is like, what are we dealing with here? In any problem, the first option is like, we got to get clear on like what the problem really is. And nothing is going to be better than actually looking at those. But I think they're extremely valuable, even if it's kind of painful.
Yeah. I mean, you might have to do a meditation before you crack them open to read them to get yourself very centered. But if you're not sure how to go about even looking at these, I think you can start with something really simple. You could literally start with different color highlighters and just try and highlight the IRAC or CREAC structure. Start with something simple. Did I even use IRAC or CREAC? You might be surprised.
Right. You might be like, there is no rule here.
Right.
What was I talking about?
I have no idea what's happening.
Neither do the graders. They have no idea what you're talking about either because you didn't write it down.
Yeah. And then you can start, looking at those issues and, looking at the model answers or the NCBE answers or whatever, you have that you can compare your answers to and start asking yourself, like, did I talk about these issues or did something big happen? Did I apply the wrong law? Did I miss huge issues? It doesn't feel great, but I think there is power in just really seeing what happened in the room. The other thing I think that can be really interesting to see is that sometimes you think you are writing a very organized answer, but it comes out as a disorganized mess and it can look sloppy. When we were doing an episode with a bar grader, a former bar grader not too long ago, we were talking about, that you kind of have to dress up your answer and make it look like you know what you're talking about. Like, don't like wave your arms and say like, I'm freaking out,
confidence,
panic,
confidence.
And they're looking for confidence, even if it's faked confidence. And so try and look at that and say, if I was just reading this for the first time, what does this answer show me? And if it doesn't show confidence or that you have some sort of authority, then that's really important information to have when coming back and studying again and picking your bar review providers and making your study schedule and getting feedback. So it's not fun. And sometimes you have to pay a little money, but you should still get those answers. And then, like you said, you should read them.
Right.
You can highlight them. You could take it outside somewhere pretty. I don't know. You just got to do it.
Go to a coffee shop, go to a park. I mean, I do think the highlighting is great because it makes it a little more objective, that you're just looking for these things. And then, you can kind of see, like, is my analysis section really small? All right, well, maybe that's a problem. But it just makes it more objective. And that's what we're looking for here. Is really, this isn't anything to be like, talk about what a great person you are or not, or like a worthy human being. It's just, this is what you wrote down on that particular day. And so, the more you can kind of step back from it and look at it objectively, I think the more useful it's going to be as an exercise. And it's going to hopefully set you on a path to say, okay, now I understand what happened. And you can even highlight, like, every time you use something like because, like, are you linking facts to law? That's another really big thing to look at. And if not, well, that's an easy fix. Just use it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thanks so much for watching. Please be sure to subscribe, give us a like, and leave us a comment. And check back for future updates on preparing for the bar. Thanks for watching.